Good morning, students. Today I want to give lecture regarding the hydrocarbons. In previous lecture, we learned about the isomers. In that, we learn geometrical isomerism, stereoisomerism, structural isomerism. In geometrical isomerism, I give information about the cis and trans isomerism like this. And in that, I said the various cis and trans positions of this cis to butene, trans to butene. In that, you can see their boiling point 277 cis and 274 trans. Later on, preparation of alkene, this new topic we want to start today. In that, first method is industrial source. The most important alkenes is double bonded compounds for chemical industry are ethene, propene, and buta 1,3-diene. In this, alkenes which are containing up to 4 carbon atoms, they can be obtained in the pure form from the petroleum products like LPG, CNG. From that we can get ethene is produced from the natural gas as well as crude oil by cracking. Later on, in second method, methods of preparation of alkenes. In that, first method we'll see elimination reaction. It is also called as 1,2 elimination. 1,2 means from first and second carbon, that is called as 1,2. The reaction in which two atoms or groups are eliminated or removed from the adjacent carbon atoms are called as 1,2 elimination reaction. Now here this carbon-carbon single bond, that's why these are called as sp3 hybridize. And by elimination of 1 hydrogen from this 1 and 2 carbon atom of the single bonded, that's why here 1 2 elimination. And what is the x and y, that also going to remove, that's why minus x I wrote here. And from that we can get the carbon carbon double bond means alkene. Double bond means what? These are sp2 hybridize. Remember, carbon carbon single bond means sp3 hybridize and carbon carbon double bond means sp2 hybridize. Now in this, some elimination reaction useful to prepare alkenes are described below. Dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. In that, by dehydrohalogenation, removal of hydrogen and removal of halogen at a time from the adjacent carbon atoms. That's why the carbon carrying X is called alpha carbon. This is not A, but this one refer as alpha carbon. And the hydrogen atom from the adjacent carbon atom is called as beta carbon. This one, beta. Okay. Alpha is like this and beta is like this. Remember, the from alpha carbon we can remove hydrogen and from beta carbon halogen. So removal of this one at time. That's why it is called as beta elimination. Now dehydrohalogenation suffers from the disadvantage that hydrogen can be eliminated from the carbon on either side of the alpha carbon bearing the halogen. When an alkyl halide is boiled with a hot constant alcoholic solution of the strong base like KOH or NOH, then alkene is formed with removal of the water molecule. About that, some chemical reactions we want to learn. In that, bromoethane from this carbon means alpha carbon halogen atom is there. That's why it is alpha carbon. On the adjacent means beta carbon hydrogen atom is there. So removal of HBr in presence of alcoholic potash. But here direct HBr that cannot be removed. This Br reacts with K, so removal of KBr. This H reacts with this OH, so removal of water molecule. So removal of KBr and removal of water molecule indicate that removal of Br means halogen as well as removal of this hydrogen means dehydrohalogenation reaction is there. Removal of water molecule means dehydration. Removal of halogen atom means dehalogenation. So combinedly, halogen as well as water molecule going to remove at a time. That's why these are also called as dehydrohalogenation. Now here in this dehydrohalogenation method, we can get the next reaction, that is of 2-chlorobutane. In that 2-chlorobutane, here on second carbon chloro is there, and in chain totally 4 carbons are there. On adjacent carbon atom of this chlorocarbon, left side this carbon, right side this carbon. Now here on the same car on the both side beta beta carbon atom is available. That's why possibilities are increased to remove water molecule. Now here this Cl can reacts with this K, so removal of KBr. Here this great mistake from the author is that instead of Cl here Br is required, that becomes 2 bromo, or here instead of KBr here KCl. We have to correct better. Instead of KBr we have to correct here KCl. Remember this one. Now in this reaction, what the Br attached to this carbon, this one going to react with K, so removal of KBr, or Cl attached with this carbon reacts with K, so removal of KCl, just I told. Later on, first possibility, from this left side carbon, what the hydrogen atom reacts with this OH, so removal of water molecule. This is first possibility, and that's a double bond located between this first and second carbon. So formation of the 1-butene, also called as but1-ene. Next possibility, from the right side carbon, what the hydrogen atom going to remove out, so here formation of the double bond. So here double bond will see between the second and third carbon. That's why this compound is called as but2-ene or 2-butene. 2-butene is the 80% and 1-butene is the 20%. Because as per the sense of stability, the doubly bonded carbon atom around that, this methyl group and this methyl group provides what stability. That's a but2-ene is the 80% product, more stable. But here around the carbon-carbon double bond, only this one alkyl group is available for stability. Here in this 2-butene, two alkyl groups are available, and here in 1-butene only one alkyl group is available. That's why these two alkyl groups are more provide more stability to this but2-ene. That's why but2-ene is more stable, means 80%, while but1-ene is what only the 20% stable. This is according to the Sedgwick rule. According to Sedgwick rule, here Sedgwick rule states that here in dehydrohalogenation the preferred product is alkene that has the greater number of the alkyl group attached to the doubly bonded carbon atom. Here I said in this butane, this compound shows two alkyl group. This compound shows only one alkyl group. So here it contains more the alkyl group. That's why it shows what 80% around the carbon-carbon double bond, provide more stability. This is the Sedgwick rule. Now the is means order of dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide is according to in the order of tertiary is more stable than secondary, more stable than primary. The ease of the formation of alkene is that R2C double bond Cr2 greater than R2C double bond CHR greater. The ease of formation of alkene in that R2C double bond Cr2 greater than R2C double bond CHR greater than R2C double bond CH2. So here the one more order is that RCH double bond CHR greater than RCH double bond CH2. Now here R2 this is more alkyl group, that side is what most stable. Then the stability of alkene is that R2C double bond Cr2 greater than R2C double bond CHR greater than R2C double bond CH2, as well as RCH double bond CHR greater than RCH double bond CH2 greater than CH2 double bond CH2. Here also, as per the number of alkyl groups are more, that's why it shows what more stability. So this is the Sedgwick rule. Then dehydration of the alcohols. Alcohols on heating with the sulfuric acid from alkene with elimination of the water molecule. The reaction is known as catalyzed dehydration of the alcohol. Catalyzing is what? In presence of catalyst. Dehydration means removal of water molecule. Then the exact condition of the dehydration depends upon the alcohol. Then the dehydration of alcohol is an example of beta elimination, since OH group from the alpha carbon along with hydrogen atom from beta carbon atom is removed, and that's why we can observe such type of reaction. The general terms of this reaction I want to discuss. Suppose this one is the alcohol in presence of constant sulfuric acid, which is the most powerful dehydrating agent. By removal of water molecule like this, we can get here a double bond. So from alcohol we can get double bonded alkene along with loss of the water molecule. Now the order of this formation of alkene means dehydration of alcohol is that tertiary alcohol more dehydrated as compared to secondary as compared to primary. Now this order we can prove with the help of some example. Now here butane 1-ol, which is the primary alcohol. In this primary alcohol, it can be dehydrated in presence of 95% sulfuric acid, 413 Kelvin. So here, removal of OH from this first carbon and removal of hydrogen from the next carbon, neighboring carbon. That's why here formation of double bond indicates but1 in plus water molecule. Later on, next alcohol CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH3. It is the secondary type of alcohol which can be dehydrated in presence of 60% sulfuric acid at 373 Kelvin. From that we can get CH3, CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH3. Now this product here CH2 is not required, only CH is required. So CH3, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH3. So it is the 2-butene or but2ene, and CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2. So it is the 1-butene or but1 plus water molecule according to Setzep rule. Of course, 2-butene means but2ene is the major product and but1 is the minor product. Then next alcohol is of tertiary alcohol. CH3, CHOH, CH3 or CH3, here three, it is what 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Here CH3 is required. So CH3, CH3OH, CH3. It is a tertiary butyl alcohol or 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Dehydrated in presence of 20% sulfuric acid at 363 Kelvin. It gives 2-methyl propane prop1 in. Means from this position here removal of hydrogen atom from this carbon. So here formation of double bond between this carbon and this carbon. So here we'll get double bond between this carbon and this carbon. So this compound is called as 2-methyl 1-propene or prop1n along with loss of water molecule. So order of dehydration, once again I am going to repeat, tertiary alcohols are more reactive than that of the secondary than that of the primary. Now by dehalogenation of vicinal dihalide, geminal means what? Same. Gem means same. Vis means what? Different or adjacent. Removal of two halogen atoms from adjacent carbon atom is called as dehalogenation reaction. The dihalides of the alkanes in which two halogen atoms are attached to adjacent carbon atoms are called vicinal dihalides. These vicinal dihalides on heating with the zinc metal form an alkene. Suppose example general reaction I going to give. These two halogen atoms means which are attached to the adjacent carbon atom, that's why these are vicinal dihalide, reacts with zinc. So this 2x reacts with zinc gives Zn2, and by loss of this one XX from this carbon carbon will get here double bond. So from vicinal dihalide we can get such type of alkene. Example 1,2-dibromoethane. In this it reacts with zinc. From that we'll get CH2 double bond, CH2 means ethane plus ZnBr2. Later on CH3 CHBr CH2Br plus Zn, that is 1,2-dibromopropane with zinc. It gives CH3 CH double bond, CH2 means propane along with ZnBr2. So in this way these vicinal dihalide are able to give the double bonded compound. Next method is addition reaction. In case of addition reaction, the partial reduction of alkynes or control hydrogenation of alkynes, that is carbon carbon triple bonded, they can be obtained from the alkynes which are partially reduced to carbon 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 double bonded alkenes with calculated quantity of the dihydrogen in presence of Lindlar's catalyst, which is palladized charcoal deactivated partially with quinoline or sulfur compound. The cis isomer is obtained by this method. Example RC triple bond Cr means alkyne plus H2 in presence of palladium charcoal or quinoline, or it is also called as Lindlar's catalyst. From that we'll get RCHR double bond CRH. So this compound in which both alkyl groups are on the same side of the carbon carbon double bond, as well as both hydrogens are also on same side of the carbon carbon double bond. That's why this product is of cis product, double bond, that's alkene, so it is of cis alkene. Later on, trans alkene also we can get in this way. In that, transalkane obtained from the alkyne on reduction with the sodium in liquid ammonia. Example, RC triple bond Cr means alkyne reacts with sodium in liquid ammonia as a catalyst. From this we'll get RCH double bond CHR. So here these are both are means both alkyl groups are opposite to this carbon-carbon double bond. That's why this position is of transposition. It is the one of the type of geometrical isomerism also you may say. So in this way we can get here transalkene also. So in these methods we learn how to prepare transalkene cis-alkene by elimination reaction. So in this way we can learn several preparation methods also. Now this table 15.3 indicates melting point and boiling point of the alkenes. In that CH2 double bond CH2 means ethene has the molecular formula or molecular weight. A molecular formula is C2H4. This ethene has the molecular mass 28 U means unified mass, has the boiling point 171 Kelvin and melting point 104 Kelvin. Now students, if you observe this table of 15.3, then you observe that as per the molecular weights means molecular mass of this compound increases, their melting point, boiling point also increases, except some variables. Now, physical properties of alkene also that we can discuss about the after these topics. Now, in physical, now we're going to discuss about the physical properties of alkenes. Students, in physical properties, normally we want to study about physical constants. In case of alkenes, which are non-polar or weakly polar compound, you may say, these are insoluble in water and soluble in non-polar solvent, means organic solvent like benzene, ether, chloroform, or alcohol also you can say. They are less dense than that of the water, means their density is less. From this table, it is clear that the boiling point of alkane is rises with increasing the number of the carbon atoms as well as branch alkene. They has lower the boiling point than straight chain alkane, and the boiling point of alkene is very nearly the same as that of the alkane with the same carbon skeleton. Skeleton is what? Whether single, whether straight chain, or whether branch chain. Okay, so in this way, this straight chain branch chain is what? Normal N, iso, sec, neo. So the chain also we going to discuss in next example also. So students, today we learn up to the physical property, and before that I said the several methods of preparation of the double bonded compound. In this method we discuss about the methods of preparation from the industrial sources as well as methods of preparation of the alkenes in that elimination reaction. Later on, some elimination reaction useful which are to prepare alkene. In that first one I said about the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. Let in that some example also I gave some reaction I give. Then this reaction in that you have to trace on the Setzeff rule. Now Setzeff rule about the carbon-carbon double bond. Around that, how many alkyl groups are there? If major the alkyl groups around the carbon-carbon double bond shows more stability, and on the other hand, if there are less alkyl groups around the carbon-carbon double bond provides what? Less stability. In that order, I said tertiary more stable than secondary than primary. Later on, in ease of dehydration, also I said later on dehydration of alcohol. In there also, you have to remember the order is that tertiary alcohol are more reactive, means more dehydrated as compared to secondary as compared to primary. Later on, by dehalogenation of vicinal dihalide, in that I give two example. Later on, addition reaction that can be performed in presence of Lindar's catalyst, that might be palladium in charcoal in quinoline. In that we discuss about this formation of cis-alkane and transalkane, and one table we has discussed which shows melting point and boiling point of the alkenes, and at last we discuss about the physical properties of alkenes. Student, in next lecture we are going to discuss about the chemical properties. Till that time you have to stay home safely in your house. Thank you. God bless you.